In today's episode of The Tenant, I'm in Mumbai. In Mumbai, I'm in the suburb of Mulund, a location bordering Thane. Our tenant today is a person who moved from the central district of Prabhadevi to this suburb. Why did he do that? What works and what doesn't? Let's meet him. Hi Vaibhav.
Hi Vishal.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Okay, this is it.
Yes, welcome to my humble abode.
How humble is this?
This is around 500 to 550 square feet approx.
Okay. So 550 square feet in Mulund.
Yes, Mulund, I would rather call it the Malabar Hill of suburbs.
Okay, Malabar Hill of suburb.
Yes, right.
Okay, so Mulund is the Malabar Hill of suburbs according to you.
This particular area I would definitely say.
Okay, and this is a 1 BHK apartment.
This is a 1 BHK apartment.
Okay, so why does someone leave the rich neighborhood of Prabhadevi to come to Mulund, a peaceful suburb, but not really the center of action in Mumbai?
Yeah, right.
Why?
Right. So multiple reasons, Vishal. I'll just tell you a start of the story where I grew up in Worli, Worli Hill Road. So I grew up there. I stayed there for around 25 years. After which I moved to Prabhadevi. Reason being that was the most familiar area, into a smaller apartment. And I worked at Churchgate, post which I worked at BKC. So that was, the best place to stay at. Reason being it's closer to both the offices. It was there. So that's one of the reasons. And now that we'll be starting up, I was planning to upgrade anyways. But upgrading at Prabhadevi would have been, a little difficult. You know it better. And I think a 1 BHK would cost around, let's say, 55k to 60k anywhere in Prabhadevi. Then I looked at Chembur. So Chembur, the prices have shot up. After that, I explored Vikhroli as well. But there is some stench issue over there. One of my friends told me, like night time, there's a bit of stench that comes. So then, I wanted to move like little quicker, and the next best place to live, I thought it was Mulund.
Okay, so basically you said two parts over here. One is that you, between Chembur to Thane, there are multiple suburbs.
Yes, right.
You found the most livable one in a way to be Mulund.
Right.
Despite
right.
Chembur and Mulund having many suburbs
Right,
in between.
right.
Number two, you said you are become an entrepreneur.
Yes, right, right. Also, one more reason that probably in 2 months we'll be taking an office at Powai. So still closer proximity to Mulund.
Tell me, Mulund is considered to be one of those neighborhoods which is very
predominantly vegetarian.
Huh.
Yeah. So that's one
You're a vegetarian?
No, I'm not a vegetarian.
So was it
I am
tough to
a
get
predominantly non-vegetarian person, I would say.
Was it easy to get an apartment? Is Mulund as tough as people make it out to be for people who are not vegetarian?
So it depends on the location that you are looking at around Mulund, the vicinity, the neighborhood. Because if you move closer to the station, those type of areas, then there is a chance that you might not get an apartment. But this particularly, Cyprus is quite a cosmopolitan area, and Mulund colony as well. So these are few locations that are there, they are quite cosmopolitan.
Okay, so what's the best thing about staying in a location like Mulund, like in this part of Mulund?
So, as I mentioned, that I feel that this is the Malabar Hill of the suburbs. There's a place called Yogi Hill over here,
okay.
Where you would see on weekends people would go for, they can go for treks.
Okay. So you also do these treks?
I'm planning to.
You're planning.
Yeah.
You haven't yet done it, but you want to do it.
Yeah.
You said from an employee you're pursuing your own startup venture.
Yes.
Is Mumbai really a place to be starting up, given the costs that are incurred over here? Most of them are in Bangalore, right?
Yes, right. But the kind of startup that we are looking at is into wealth management. I would rather call it wealth tech, wealth management, leveraging on technology. And considering, just to give you a small stat, 80% of stock market volumes, they happen in Mumbai and Ahmedabad. So Mumbai is the place that the people here are much more financially sound or learned people. From cost perspective, again it depends. I think rather than looking at it from cost perspective, one should look at it from value. You know, it's home to a lot of PEVCs. So we'll be having a team at Bangalore, but our primary office would be at Mumbai.
Okay, and the spaces you said
Wealth tech, yes. Yes.
I'm like the flurry of activity you see where everybody wants to help others how to invest.
Right.
You're going to
exactly.
do that.
Exactly.
That's it. Okay.
Exactly. So we have identified some gaps in this particular segment, which is trust deficit. In simple words, कस्टमर को लास्ट में रखते हैं, मेरे को क्या बेचना है मैं बेचूंगा. सो दैट इज हाउ द मेंटालिटी इज राइट नाउ.
Whenever just a test for me of gauging the trust deficit is whenever I go to a bank branch, how soon do they come to me to sell a unit linked insurance plan?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, regarding this house, where does Vaibhav spend most of his time?
So most of my time is spent here. This is a dining table, but also my workspace in the hall.
But this is your den in a way.
Yes, this is my den.
Okay. How easy was it to find an apartment here?
I wouldn't say like very difficult, but yeah, considering the fact that I'm a bachelor and it's a little difficult to find a house for a bachelor.
Tell me, do bachelors get clubbed as one entity, or is a 22-year-old bachelor the same as a 34-year-old?
So exactly, that's the point. I think so. I'm 34 years old now, and I had to, when I had a conversation with my landlord, like when I told him, okay, I've worked for 8.5 years now, and I'm 34, and then probably he was convinced. Okay, so
what was that? What was the biggest factor that made you select this?
Cyprus, famously known as. There are a lot of nice places around. There are 2 gardens where even if my parents come over here, they can just go for a walk.
Okay.
Yeah.
This, what, sofa cum bed, if I can call it that?
This is a normal bed which I used to sleep on, and I got another bed from the landlord.
Okay, this thing covers your living room and your work table in a way, right?
Right.
Up ahead will be what? The kitchen?
Yeah, here is one bathroom,
okay,
which is the common one.
Okay. That's a good size bathroom.
That's a good size bathroom, yeah. Even if the ceilings you can see, this being an old construction, that's the reason this has higher ceilings.
And yeah, that's what makes the apartment look bigger than
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and this is the kitchen.
This is the kitchen.
Used by you quite a lot? What's the deal like?
Yes. So sometimes I do cook, sometimes I cook my own dinner.
Okay.
Yeah, but most of the times I order out, order in.
Okay, and in this apartment you got it what? Furnished, unfurnished?
So it's basically a semi-furnished apartment. This kitchen was made already. I got the dining table that's there outside, the shoe rack thing that's there, plus the bed. These 2 cupboards were also there, and the AC, of course. Yeah.
So tell me, how important is it for you to move to a lesser premium location because you're starting up, so to save on costs? Are those is that a big factor when you were looking to realign your budgets in a way?
Yes, definitely a big factor. So I just gave a thought to this. Basically, I like traveling a lot. So I said that I'm not going to travel for next probably 1.5-2 years. So let house be my only luxury as of now, and let me get a better apartment. This apartment costs me around 33K, which is I would have got an apartment at a much lesser cost over here. But the kind of value this apartment provides me, I think that's unmatched for me.
So basically, there are cheaper options in Mulund.
Yes. But then there are old apartments. Then it was same as staying at Prabhadevi, where I was staying in an old apartment.
You don't mind compromising on the location between Prabhadevi to Mulund, but you want a good apartment and a good building now.
Right. Exactly.
How much money do you spend overall now after you've embarked on this new journey of yourself professionally?
Roughly around 60 to 70K I spend every month.
Is there a thought that that stability of a job of monthly income coming in. Is it easy to let go of that when you're taking the leap of faith to do a startup?
It is definitely difficult, but I mean, it's definitely a little bit difficult to get used to that thought that I won't be getting that monthly salary. But I think one needs to look at the larger picture.
What did your parents say when you told them you want to leave your job and do a startup?
So initially they were a bit hesitant, but somehow I convinced them.
Okay, and this is your bedroom.
Yes, this is my bedroom.
So you are quite a flexible guy when it comes to your bed, I can see. Both over there and there.
Yeah. I don't need a lot of space to sleep.
And this is also like a work from study table.
Yes, study.
You're at that age where you aren't married, but you're of marriageable age.
Yeah.
Does that influence the type of housing decisions you take?
Definitely it does, I would say. Because earlier, as I said, I was living in a smaller apartment and I lived there for a very long period of time. And I'm not saying that I am going to get married, but yeah, there are plans probably in the near future.
And you said you're paying a rent of 33,000 rupees.
Yes, right.
How much security deposit is this?
1 lakh.
1 lakh.
Yes.
And how long will you be staying here?
For the next 2 years.
2 years. Okay. And this bedroom has a bathroom as well?
Yes, that's the master bath.
So were 2 bathrooms a sort of a necessity when you were hunting for an apartment?
Yeah, that was a necessity, as I mentioned earlier, that I want to keep that option open if my parents want to come and stay over here. Let's say they don't come very often, but let's say once in 2 months also. I want to keep that option open, even if my friends come over and stay. So yeah, that was a necessity.
Okay, so Vaibhav, we've spoken quite a bit about the location, the surrounding. Can we go and check it out?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, let's do that.
Let's go.
Okay, so Vaibhav, this is it, huh? The
Yes.
location you're telling me. What charmed you into coming over here?
Yes, exactly. So you can see there's a garden over here. There's one more big garden, right? It's 5-minute walk from here.
So what are the other things that are available over here? You said the garden is here. What else really works for the surrounding, according to you?
There are a lot of eateries also. If we just walk down and take a left, you will see a lot of eateries over there. That is also there. Like a lot of restaurants around.
How about hospitals, schools?
There is a school right next to my building.
And what is the commute scene like? How does Vaibhav do his commute? What's the best mode of transport from here?
Okay, so the station is 3 kilometers from here. I'll get a rick just right outside my apartment itself. And LBS road is just, I think, walking distance from here. So if I have to go to Powai from here, I think I can go on a motorbike, or if I buy a car, then I can take that as well.
And metro?
मेट्रो का कोई कनेक्टिविटी नहीं है यहाँ पे अभी तक.
So mode of transport for you basically is you're dependent on rickshaws.
Train and rickshaw. As of now, yeah.
As of now. Till you get your office, you said.
Yes.
How do you plan to commute after that?
Most likely, we'll be commuting with one of my co-founders. As I told you, he stays close by. So most likely, we'll take a car.
So regarding a car, is there in your rental deal, is there like a parking facility that's there?
Yes. I have a parking space as well.
In your view, what's the one big weakness of this place? You've said many good strengths. You called it Malabar Hill of the eastern suburbs. What's the weakness?
I think, let's say if somebody wants to commute from here to CST, or from here to BKC, I think that's a bit of a challenge, I would say.
In terms of options for you for your basic conveniences, that's all covered here?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. And as far as amenities, any amenities in your project that are there which you use?
Yes. So there is a swimming pool and a gym as well. I don't use the swimming pool, but gym I use it extensively. I mean, I go there regularly. I think that was one selling point for me as well, wherein I thought, okay, if the gym is also there inside, works for me.
Okay, what next for Vaibhav? Do you want to be in Mulund forever? Do you want to be on rent always? What's your philosophy like?
So as of now, I have not decided it fully, but I would say, okay, 2 years I'm going to continue over here, post which once the business picks up, Then Prabhadevi is an aspiration. Definitely go and buy over there. And that is the ultimate, motive for me.
Okay, so basically stay in Mulund for 2 years, but your eventual
Yes.
goal is to actually go back to Prabhadevi.
Yes, right, absolutely.
Okay. Home is where the heart is. Right?
Art is-
Okay, thank you for coming on the
Thank you.
Tenant, Vaibhav.
Thanks
Good
a
luck
lot.
for your startup as well as getting back to Prabhadevi.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Time for the report card. This is a reasonably spacious 1 BHK apartment of almost 550 square feet in a building with a basic set of amenities. Location, this is Mulund West, and within Mulund West, this is amongst the more greener and peaceful parts. It has a lot of neighboring cafes and eateries with conveniences all around. Schools also in close proximity. Connectivity, no metro connectivity. Rail connectivity is 3 kilometers away. Road transport via LBS road as well as the GMLR is close by. All in all, if you're a person that wants to be in a good peaceful surrounding at a reasonable budget, doesn't need to travel to the southern part or the central business district of Lower Parel, this is a sort of location and project that can be considered. Are you looking for the perfect home? Stop looking around, scan the QR code and explore from thousands of rental properties, read resident reviews and make an informed decision with 99acres.com.